Sorry it's been a minute. I got in my head a little bit and I felt like I needed a little bit of time, you know, just to recalibrate. I was trying to push too many ideas for this channel and see what new things I could do, and forgetting that I had a million other commitments as well. Just having a job in general, like it's a lot of work doing this. I'm sure I've said it a million videos, but anyway, so I'm back here now, man. I'm back. And I just had a day. And I felt good. I felt ready to go and do it. But yeah, everything feels a bit fresh. Now I cut my hair off, for those who ain't seen it. Ain't seen pictures of me or follow me on Instagram. Remember the last video I had like long locks? I think I had hair in the last video. Anyway, it's gone now. Back to how it used to be. I had like no hair for like, I don't know, 17 years. And every October I'd go, right, see, I'm growing it back. Because everyone thought I was balding or like something. But not last October, the October before. But basically, just before I started making this channel, I thought, fuck it, I'm gonna do it, and I did it, and I stuck through it. So I'm a bit annoyed that I've cut it off now, because I put a lot of effort in, but it was so damn thick. Every time I brushed it, like a whole nother human's head's worth of hair would come out on the brush, and it was just too much, man. Like, everyone kept saying, you just gotta like put some effort in and look after it, and like oils and like sleeping hats and shit like this, and treat your curls. And I didn't want to do any of that shit, man. I want no fuss. I thought long hair, I could just let it grow long and it just be what it was. But my hair is unruly. I went down 3 hat sizes after I cut my hair off. I could actually wear old hats. I fit into old hats again. When is that sentence ever going to come out of someone's mouth? Like, you don't lose weight from your head. I mean, I've got a fat head anyway, but with hair, I had it on the absolute last little button clasp on the hat. The last one, man. Oh, it's insane. Anyway, I thought I'd show you the time lapse of, I did a drawing called, I just called it Artist Unknown, because it was supposed to be the rendition of something that someone had seen. It started as a sketch, just for a bit of fun. So like, I wasn't like trying to get anything. I was thinking maybe I'll just make a new flash piece, something a bit bigger. So yeah, I didn't like put any like mad effort in the beginning. I've got a skull up, like traced just a rough shape of a skull to start, which I usually wouldn't do if I was doing like a print thing. But I did it. And then I started drawing. I was like, oh, actually, let's just carry on with this drawing. Let's come up with something cool. Yeah, I just carried on with it, and I was chuffed with it. And at the time I was drawing this, I was playing Elden Ring, and I just got to, like, what's it called? Is it the Snowfields? Saint Snowfields? Where the fire giant is. That beast. And there was loads of giants everywhere, and I loved the look of like ancient giants, like frozen or, you know, had died in place, and they'd like their bodies had petrified. And I thought, wouldn't it be cool if like in some land far away, giants died? Like in the story I wrote, I'll tell you the little short story I wrote for the print at the end, but they hibernate. So giants go, and the way they hibernate, which is a mystery, is they sit down and face the last sun of the summer, and they just sit like that, up straight, like against a cliff or something, and just stare. And that's how they hibernate. I'm not sure if the eyes are closed or open, because I haven't gone that far into it. But I thought, wouldn't it be cool if they died in the same position they hibernated? So, so they'd be like these towering monoliths just sitting like this. And because of the way their makeup, their biological makeup is, they petrify like wood, and they just stay there, eventually turn into rock. And then humans come along and they build towns and wherever on their heads. So I thought that'd be such a sick idea. And yeah, so I was playing Elden Ring, and I started getting this story in my head. I was like, I need to draw this somehow. And I had this sketch going on that I was just going to do as Flash, and I just all came together, and I was really happy with it. It's weird. It's all like mangled skull and shit, but it was quite nice, because usually the illustrations I've been doing that aren't tattoos were very like layered colours, like what you would do for like screen prints and things like that. So this was quite fun, because it was more like pencil sketch. I guess it's like fun to draw this way sometimes, where you kind of not thinking too much about the outcome and just letting the pen just go for it. And like while I'm drawing this stuff, I'm kind of making up stories in my head as I'm going. I've got another one on the go. At the moment, which I've got an idea for a story in my head that I thought of in the shower this morning. I was thinking of like these like fire warriors, nothing to do with magic though. So I like they concoct oils that they set light to these like gauntlets that they use. Oh, I don't know, man. And yeah, man, I think it's cool just to come about with these ideas, and you know, we've got that really good printer at work, so I can print it off and like see how it looks and test print it. And so I'll have that at conventions next year. I will be doing Gods of Ink. If you follow me on the socials, you'll notice that I posted about that, so I'm looking forward to that. It's going to be fucking sick. It's a big convention out in Frankfurt in Germany, and I'll have some prints of this there. Yeah, man. Anyway, to anyone who follows me and was expecting like weekly updates and stuff, like, I think I was pushing myself a bit hard with this before. So I might try and take it a bit easier on myself when it comes to this, and I'd really appreciate people sharing this out there, man. You don't have to support on the Patreon and stuff like that. It would be much appreciated. But all I would require, or what I'd love for this as like a, you know, just to say thanks, is just to get it out there. Just share about that I've got a YouTube channel, you know, push it out to people. And it'd be really nice if I could start doing this, like warrant doing this more. This is an artist's depiction of one of the few dozen castle hamlets built atop the heads of petrified giants in the ancestral plains in the north. Typically, a giant would die as they hibernated, sitting upright and facing the last setting sun of the summer months. These plateaus made for perfect, albeit small, areas to construct fortifications and house a few hundred to sometimes 1,000, depending on the size of the deceased giant. The treacherous undertaking of building these towns made it an unusual place to decide to live. The grounds were no good for agriculture, and transportation of the food and wares from outside connections would have been a long and dangerous task. So to live here wouldn't have made any sense. It's believed they were possibly built to house vulnerable artifacts, worthy of the efforts they took to build and away from anyone or anything looking to steal them. Pow! Think about it. You're coming out into the middle of like desolate plains, and you see this giant just sitting there up against a rock, petrified. What are you gonna do? Build a fucking city in its head, man. Anyway, thank you. I appreciate the love. Sorry it's been so long again, and yeah, it's all good in the hood, and I hope you are fucking all amazing. Special thanks to anyone who does follow me on Patreon. Completely understand if you stopped after my quiet period. Get that completely. Just whatever. If you follow, you support, I appreciate that. If not, absolutely fine. I understand why. And I will, you know, keep trying to make this stuff when I've got a bit of free time. And next time we'll do another like drawing tutorial or some shit like that. You guys are the best. I fucking love ya, and I'll speak to you all soon. All right. Mwah, 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 mwah.